Hello and welcome to the historic DuPont Theater here in Wilmington, Delaware. We're getting ready to kick off the 2010 production of Urinetown the Musical for Delaware All-State Theater. Join me as I give you a backstage tour of this production and the DuPont Theater. The kids are warming up now. Let's get in there. All right, we're up here on the deck, as they call it in the theater world, the stage for you at home, with Jeff Santoro, the founder and creator of Delaware All-State Theater. Jeff, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
Wow, your diction is phenomenal. So, I got to ask you, I got a bone to pick. There's this rumor floating around about a water shortage. We're in Wilmington, Delaware, and I know you spent some time here in Wilmington this winter. It was crazy. We had a record-breaking snowfall. We had more water and precipitation than we've ever had. How could there possibly be a water shortage?
Well, it's interesting you bring that up, Chris, because actually there is a major water shortage going on right here in the tri-state area, and only in the tri-state area. It's fascinating because if you go beyond the tri-state area, no, plenty of water. However, here at the DuPont Theater, where Urinetown the Musical will be performed this June, there is plenty of water. We don't have the problem of the water conservation like they do outside of the DuPont Theater. So my recommendation is everybody over there is to really buy tickets, come to the DuPont Theater, and you will get water.
So there it is. If you're worried about the water shortage, Urinetown the Musical is your answer. That's your solution.
Truly.
So you can come here in June, get tickets, go to DuPont Theater. Yes?
Technically, they can't come here because we're on the deck. And technically, they have to sit out in the audience. They really can't come up here unless you know, they pay us lots of money. Yeah, pay us lots of money. And Mike, the technical director of DuPont, he'll give them a personal tour. How's that sound?
Well, that's good. I'm sure, Mike, do we have an email address for Mike? No, I'm kidding. We're not going to do that to Mike. But we will allow you to buy tickets to the show, obviously. So go online, figure that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Show's in June. What are the show dates?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. I know.
I'd say go to DuPonttheater.com.
You can look at this giant sign behind me. Excellent.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate you taking all this time to come and visit with us here at the DuPont Theater, and look forward to seeing all of your frowns out there. That's a friend and a pal, by the way. We'll hopefully see all of them come out here to the DuPont Theater to see Urinetown the Musical.
So don't you fret and never fear. Freedom's one run away.
The fun continues here at the DAST 2010 Kickoff. So many great productions in the past. Great performers. Oh, actually, speaking of great performers, Kevin, do you mind if we talk to you for a second? Of course. All right, great. Kevin Shotwell, everybody. You were actually involved with the first two previous productions, correct? Les Mis and West Side. Now, Kevin had a little success, if some of you guys know. He was actually on Broadway this past fall in Bye Bye Birdie. Kevin, I got to ask you, you were in these productions. You were involved with DAST for 2 years. How do you think that might have helped you and helped prepare you for Broadway?
Well, this was like the first opportunity I ever had to perform in a theater like this, and with the union members and the crew, was awesome. It was a really good experience. So.
Nice. So, I mean, you think it gave you some confidence and made it so that it wasn't such a shock when you got up there and got a big break?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now I am joined with General Manager John Gardner with the historic DuPont Theater. John, how are you doing tonight?
Great. How are you doing tonight, Chris?
I'm doing great. We have ourselves a lovely event. People are dressed up, excited.
It's very exciting.
Well, tell me a little bit about the theater.
The theater's been here since 1913. It's the longest continuously operating theater in the country. We've always had a season for 97 years. Never went dark through wars and depressions and everything else, so that's our claim to fame. And we're really excited to be a part of Delaware All-State Theater.
You know, speaking of that, what is that relationship and what does that mean to you guys?
We're really proud to be associated with All-State. I guess about 3 years ago, Lisa Nowicki and Jeff Santoro and Deb Johnson came to me with this idea, and I thought it was brilliant. You know, there's a state level thing for so many sports and band and choir, but there's really nothing for theater. So I thought there was a void there, and this fills it beautifully. So we've been proud to be associated since the first production 3 years ago.
And that first production was Les Miserables, the school edition, and then last year you guys did West Side Story.
West Side Story.
And this year it's Urinetown. So
the musical.
Urinetown the Musical. That's right. I'm now standing with Al Santoro, and no DAST event, Delaware All-State Theater would not be anything if it wasn't for you. the producer, and Jeff Santoro's father, Al Santoro.
Yeah, and I hope this year we do as well as we did the last 2 years.
Well, you mean combined, I assume, right?
Combined. Yeah, I was a little skeptical when Jeff decided to do this show. I had never seen it, but you know, they're going to do a segment tonight, and it's really a funny, good show. It really is. I am really pleased now. I feel a lot better. I wasn't feeling that good a month and a half ago.
Well, it is. I mean, this is a tougher show to sell. With a title like Urinetown, the musical, you're going to have some, hurdles. But like you said, it is a hilarious show. It's a lot of fun, and we're going to get to see a preview of that tonight. We're going to do a little number. It's the first actual group number that DAST has performed at a kickoff event. The last 2 years, they did a solo performance and then a duet. So this is a big deal. So, Al, I know you're going to be... And now a preview performance by select members of the DAST cast, Run Freedom Run.
Friends, I know you're afraid, but this has got to be about more than just revenge and the vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend himself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crime.
Yeah!
I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think. Get off the right.
Maybe I am.
What?
And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need would be ignored by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward, because of you. And you. And you. We will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
When did he say that? I don't remember him saying that.
Oh, I remember him.
Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. But still, you gotta run, 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 run. Freedom, run away.
I'm sorry.
As well you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Literally?
Yes. There's a trickle of sweat. Dripping in your ear. But still you have to run, freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday.
The interviews continue with one of our great performers here with the Delaware All-State Theater Program, Natasha. Natasha, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Natasha is actually playing Hope Cladwell, which is one of our leads last year. Natasha, you were in West Side Story, and she played Consuela, I believe, right? Yep. That is not a lead. So tell us a little bit about that bump up to the lead role.
Well, I worked my hardest in West Side, and I was hoping, maybe this year I can get a lead role. So I just tried my hardest at the auditions, and I got a call back, and I was so nervous because there was a lot of other girls that were really good for the part too. So I just worked as hard as I could, and
I told you we were going to get a backstage pass. Well, we're in the wings, and I'm here with the head carpenter, Max Beaver, and the head flyman, Sid Root. Now, guys, show us a little bit about how this stuff works.
Well, the heart of any good theater is a good fly system, and the fly system hasn't changed in about 150 years. Every time you put a pound of weight on the fly system, you have to counter that weight with the counterweights here on these racks right here. You can see, if I bring one of these up.
Another successful kickoff event for Delaware All-State Theater. Check us out on Twitter at DAST Online. And be sure to check us out in June when the show opens on June 18th and goes to the 27th. I'm Christopher Bruce, signing off from the historic DuPont Theater here in Wilmington. For more information on the show or to get tickets, go to DuPontTheater.com. I'm out of here.